Hello guys, so today we're going to do another edition of the Popin Cookin Sushi edition. And this is the kit we will be working on today. This is the sushi version. It's a gummy candy. The box is a bit beaten up from shipping, but it's no big deal. So if you're going to follow along, these are the things you'll be needing. You'll need your kit, you'll need a pair of scissors. I have my handy dandy purple pair. You will need a plate. I will be using my favorite Hello Kitty plate. It doesn't have to be a big plate. It can just be a small children's plate, such as this. And you will need a cup of water. Just room temperature will do. So if you would like to see how this turns out and how to make it, keep on watching. So here we have the box. So let's go ahead and open it. So we have this Crinkly package, and you do want to cut where it says to cut because it has a template for how to make the sushi. Okay, so let's take our scissors and cut in. So just make a little hole and cut along the line. So we'll just go like this. Making sure not to destroy the template and the instructions. Now, these are not in English, so unless you speak Japanese, just kind of go with the pictures. Just pull this off to the side. So let's pull out the goodies. Okay, so keep this paper though. In this kit we have the blue packet, this is our rice. We have packet A, which you'll see what that is. This is fun. It's not, it's a chemical reaction type of thing. We have the egg, which is this one. The tuna, and I may be wrong on some of these, but we'll find out as we go, since it's mostly guesswork, seeing as this is not my native tongue. The Salmon Roe, which is the orange. seaweed piece, just the black little gummy. Whoops. Now this brown packet, I'm not quite sure. I might have gotten the old edition because I think this might be soy sauce. I don't know if they do this in the new one anymore. And yours should come with a little spatula shovel. And your water dropper for you to suck up the water and then make your fish eggs. And you'll have your tray, which has, lines in it. 1, A, B. This is for the tuna, the egg, and this, I'm not quite sure what this is yet. We'll have to figure it out. So, let's see if this one is different than the others. Because so far, I have not seen the brown packet. So it looks like it might be soy sauce. Interesting. Well, let's go ahead and get started. And I guess we'll find out together. So, first, let's make the rice. Mine is very bent up. So, you're going to need your water and your water dropper. This little dude. So, let's get to that. So now we will be making the rice. So take your water dropper and we're going to fill up to the line in section 1. So it's 1 squirt, 2, 3, let's do 1 more, I think. 4, that looks about right. So let's add the blue packet to section 1. So you'll take your blue packet, pour it into 1. When doing this, you want to be careful to not mix the sections. So we have packet 1, and you're going to take your shovel and mix this up. It smells pretty good, so that's promising. So continue mixing until the texture looks like rice. Well, rice-like. Okay, so get all of it incorporated. I'm almost tempted to add a bit more water, but I did fill it to the line, so maybe not. Just keep mixing. I think some of it is just stuck a bit. So. It smells like bubble gum. and touch it, will it stick together? Kind of. I might do one more little squig of water. So I'm going to add a bit more water just to get that little bit of powder that's left. That looks better. So here we have your rice mixture. We can move on to the tuna and the egg. So for this, you will take your pink packet and your yellow packet, and of course your water dropper and such. So you're going to want to fill to the lines in these, and the one with this one, I can see with the egg design on the bottom, and this one with the tuna, that's where you'll place them. So get your water and squirt them in to the line. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, let's see, I think 3 is about the perfect number, so we'll do 3. You're going to take your pink packet, cut it, and, well, cut it better than I did. I'm going to fill in this container. Okay. Time for your spatula again, which is right here. And mix this thoroughly. And this one will set up, so you need to kind of move fast. It'll set up in about 3 minutes or so. So kind of mash down on it like that. It looks like jelly. And it smells, now this one smells like grape. Until it's all incorporated and red. And you want to make it very even. Like that, I think looks pretty good. So that'll be our tuna. See? It's already forming. So these you have to move fast. Now we're going to go on to the egg. So same process, fill to the line. And I'm going to guess it's about 3 again. So 1, 2, 3. Now looks to be good. So, and take your yellow packet, cut them open, and be careful and pour it in the compartment. So doing it very gently, because I don't want them to mix. And do the same as the tuna. Mixing and doing the little chopping motion. And this is, they kind of all smell the same. So I'm guessing there's different colors, not so much flavors, but it is good to know this one doesn't smell like sushi. I'm relieved about that. You can see it's getting gummy. So at this point you're going to want to even him out. Okay, this one's a little bit chunky. They set up pretty fast. So just make it to the best that you can. And I'd say that's pretty good. So we have our tuna and our egg set up. And so we're going to wait for those to kind of mingle, do their thing. And we can go into, let's see, I want to save the funnest part for last. So I guess we can go ahead and do the seaweed. So I'll set this to the side and let it set up. Now you're going to take the paper I showed you to keep. And you're going to cut out this little bad boy here. You can really just keep the whole thing kind of intact, because they also have the little diagram for how big your sushi balls should be. So you want to keep this and just cut along the dotted line. And you'll see, I'll show you in a minute, but you'll see a little ball, well, rectangle, sort of square shape thing. And that's going to dictate how big your rice ball should be. And this is for your seaweed. So we'll work on this for a second. So let's work on the seaweed. For that, you're going to bust out your nori. So release him from his cage. And this is the fun part. You're going to flop this bad boy, oh, he's kind of sticky, into this shape. So I've saw videos where they think it's good to just flatten it out first, like this, and kind of pull. This feels very sticky. And then once you flatten it and it's even, like pull on it a bit, but being careful to keep it somewhat thick. Let's see where I'm at now. Okay, not so far. So I'm going to start pulling him. Okay, so a little thin in the middle. Just go back and kind of spruce him up. So, oh, it's sticky. So, here we have our gummy seaweed. Looks like that. So he's ready when I'm ready. And you can keep your little template for your rice. So this next part is what I'm really excited about. So let's grab our friend back. Here we have compartment A, we have compartment B. Now, this is pretty self-explanatory. Fill to the line yet again. So, water dropper, fill to the line in A. 1 and 2, 3, 4, Let's do one more half, I think. That's good. So now you're going to fill the line in B. So 1. Now this will be easier on you if your container didn't come in smashed, but 2. And it looks like about 3, but not quite in this one. Now, you're going to make sure your dropper is clear of water. And you're going to put, you guessed it, packet A into compartment A. Now, pour this bad boy in, and it turns a blue color. Now, you may be saying, what sushi is blue? The answer is no. So, continue watching. Kind of mix that around. I'm using the bottom of this shovel thing because this is a chemical reaction that will take place, and I don't want to, jeopardize my fish eggs. So now you're gonna grab your orange packet B, this bad boy, and if you guessed putting it in compartment B, you are winner, chicken dinner. So empty B. And let's stir this bad boy up. And it turns into this goop, for lack of a better word. And you want to mash it. And this is our fish eggs. And this is the cool part. Right now it doesn't look like much, but if you give it a second, when I show you this next step, you'll be blown away. Or at least I will be, because I think it's pretty cool. Get your friend Mr. Dropper and pick up some of the junk in compartment B. So now we have goop in our dropper. And hold it over A and drop it. Let's see if I can get that better view. And make drops into compartment A. So 1, 2. Let's see, can you see that? Let's see if I can get a better view, perhaps. Meh, it's kind of hard. Let's see if I can get a better view for you guys. So hopefully you can see now. So hold this up. And you're going to drop into them. And I like to hold it this high because I think it gives better drops. And you just keep making these until you think that you've made enough. Whoops, got a little heavy-handed. Just dropping them in. Kind of shaking it. So you're going to grab some more of the goop, which is so appetizing to say, I know. You're going to keep making these little balls. So it's kind of fun. And I'm kind of terrified of the texture of this. But they aren't sticking together so far. That's pretty good. And keep doing this until all your orange goop, or most of it, is used up. Sorry if you can't see, maybe I should work this hand. Just making pretty little drops so the eggs are round. This is probably the most realistic I've seen out of this kit so far. That was the candy, not me. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Let's see if I can, manage a few more out of this. Seems as that's it for the little eggs. So I'm gonna mix them around very gently with my little shovel. Oh, it's so cool. Let's see if I can show you what they look like. Look like that. Those are really cool. I'm kind of excited for this. Now for the mystery pack. That's all the demos I've seen. I haven't had a brown pack. So I'm very confused. Maybe if I smell it, I'll know what it is. Nope, the smell is not quite helping me. In the box, I don't see it mentioning it. What are you? Mystery brown pack? That's odd. Anyways, let's go on and make our little sushi. I'm just gonna guess to what this is. So I'm gonna fill to the line on that little compartment and just see what it turns out to be. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll pour this in and see what it is. It looks like it's soy sauce, but it smells like candy. I think this is just soy sauce. Yep. I'm scared to taste that, but... So, your compartment should look something like this. So let's move on to making the sushi. So let's go ahead and make the rice ball. So, well, one of the rice balls. Take some of your rice and form it into that little space right here. Let's see, that's a little bit too much. That looks about right, so about that size. And you're going to take your gummy candy and wrap him around your rice ball. So he looks something like that. now you can also make your nigiri pieces. So for that, let's see if I can try to get 4 out of this itty bit of rice. So, kind of roll, and then I think like that looks good, but I might have to make him smaller. So try to break this one in half. Gonna roll my hand. Yeah, he's way smaller. Let's try to make 2 out of this. They always give you so little. Actually, let's just make 1 really nice one, I think. Better to make 1 nice one than 2 just okay ones. So, I like that one. And kind of make that nigiri shape, which is, sushi. So, like that. So now comes the fun part. Take your, let's move this to the side a bit, tuna, and there's some line right here, and cut and scoop out one of the pieces. Ooh, scoopy. And you'll see that it looks like tuna. You can see the little indents. Let's place him on one of the rice. Ooh. Like that. Do the same thing with the egg. And there's a little line, and push under and release. And the egg will have a little mark too. I don't know if it's too visible. Very subtle. And place that here. Oops. Like that. Now for this piece, this is for our fish eggs. But we can go ahead and get out the tuna and the egg, and they'll just be little sashimi pieces. So, gently pry them out like this. And you want to display the pretty side. So, tuna right there. You can kind of see the mark on that one. And we'll get the egg piece out. Right here. And now to display our fish eggs. So, grab them. And I'll show you what they look like up close. Where's the camera? Oh, there we are. Kind of neat, huh? And place them on top of this sushi piece. Getting the water off, of course. And stacking them on top. Now there are way more fish eggs than can actually be placed on this, so it's to your discretion. So I'm gonna give you a final shot of this, and then we'll go on to the taste test. And I'll taste the soy sauce and the eggs separately. So let's go do that, you guys. Now it's time for everyone's favorite part, except for mine, the taste test. So, and I will try the soy sauce and the fish eggs. So, we'll start with the tuna. Well, no, we'll start with the egg. So, let's dig in. Oh. It's not bad. It just tastes like bubble gum, really. Like a cheap bubble gum candy. So, that's not bad. No, I don't hate it. Now time for the tuna. And I'm guessing it's going to taste exactly the same as the egg. It's not that it tastes bad, it's that it has really bad texture. So it's not taste, it's just, it has the texture of a booger. But besides that, I guess it's good. Let's try one with, soy sauce. I'm going to taste soy sauce by itself first. Let's not do that ever again, actually. No, let's not. Okay. Now we can taste a piece of tuna by itself. It really just tastes like gelatin, like bubblegum gelatin. These are egg and tuna, or same thing, gelatin, same flavor, texture. It's like Jell-O. The rice is really the odd texture. It's just all mushy. Now time for the scary one, the Salmon Roe. I'm scared. Okay. Should I just take it like a shot, or? Oh god. Oh, it's goopy on the bottom. It's like, oh my god. It's stuck in my teeth. Okay. 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 This is gonna be stuck in my teeth. And probably in my throat for a long time. Oh god. But it doesn't taste bad. This. The rice is horrendous, as I already knew. And the fish eggs don't really have much flavor, except like bad, like they don't taste like anything, so it's more of a texture of something round and jelly-like. It's mostly just texture, really. I'd have to say, even though it got stuck in my teeth, I did kind of like the seaweed, the nori. The fish eggs are texturally terrible, but they look very cool. The soy sauce is the worst. The egg and the tuna are okay, tastes like jello. The rice is terrible. Let me see if I can show you what kind of texture. It's like not good. They smell nice, that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed this edition of Popin Cookin, or Kracie Kitchen with them all. This was very fun to make. I liked it way better than the hamburger one. That's not really much competition, but hey, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next. And if you guys like this video, maybe I'll do more of these. So I'll see you later, guys.